Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Friday the 27th of March. The Energy Minister is confident the country has enough fuel. The government's expected to give more details today about its fuel alert level system, including what could trigger potential changes and what changes could come into force. Finance Minister Nicola Willis says there could be different alert levels for diesel, petrol and jet fuel, and no alert levels will be changed today. Simon Watts says the government has weeks of stock and it has time.
We're using that time to work with industry. One of the learnings from the COVID inquiry is just simply making decisions out of Wellington without talking to industry and business has consequential impacts. We're working with industry and we're going to talk through that this morning.
A large slip has closed Crawford Road near Tauranga and flooding has closed several sections of highway across Northland and the Coromandel Peninsula. Several communities are isolated and some parts of Northland are without power. Up to 500 people have been evacuated from homes in Kaitaia overnight and some people have been rescued from cars caught in floodwaters. Met Services' Heather Keats says there's been a lot of rain.
Places like Kaitaia, they've seen over 2.5 months worth of rain since Wednesday.
And orange rain warnings remain in effect for Coromandel, Western Bay of Plenty and parts of Tasman and Westland. Donald Trump says talks with Iran are progressing well and the US will continue to hold off on strikes to Iranian energy sites for another 10 days. Iran and Israel are continuing to trade strikes and Israel is also attacking Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. The US claims it's presented a 15-point plan to Iran and negotiations are taking place, something Iran denies. International relations expert Matthew Schmidt says diplomacy will be needed to reopen the Hormuz Strait as it would be difficult with military force alone.
You have to have troops on the ground digging, in every possible hole around every wall. And that's a huge risk in terms of casualties and feedback coming to the American public.
Student numbers are on the rise at our universities, but funding shortfalls are casting a shadow. Newstalk ZB can reveal 7 of our 8 universities are up on last year in some form, with Auckland recording its biggest ever Semester 1 intake, topping 47,000 students. Education reporter Jamie Cunningham has more.
Canterbury saw the next largest jump in full-time enrolments, up 6.8%, while Victoria recorded the biggest surge in international students. The growth comes as the Tertiary Education Commission warns government funding may not cover all domestic enrolments next year.
Meanwhile, New Zealand universities are climbing the ranks in the prestigious QS World University Rankings by Subject. Massey's veterinary science course is now 14th globally and tops the list in Oceania and Asia and also ranks first worldwide for employer reputation. AUT's cracked the global top 25 for sports-related subjects and shares New Zealand's top spot in hospitality and leisure management. To sport, Dame Lydia Ko has carded the lowest round of her 14-season professional career. She shot a 12 under par 60 on the opening day of the latest LPGA event in Arizona to hold the clubhouse lead by a stroke. The pressure's intensified on Manly League coach Anthony Seibold after a third straight loss to start their NRL season, this time to the Roosters at home. And the London Marathon could become a 2-day event next year, so more people can pound the city's streets. 1.1 million applied to race this year. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.